Welcome back. Before I let you guys move into the world of making your own search bars, I just want to show you right now we actually have a bug that I want to fix with you. So if I put in police right now, that's fine. It'll find the police lowercase like I explained last lesson. But if I kind of click right here, it's actually undefined. You'll get an error. Now the problem is that we're not testing in the service if the search text is actually something, right? So if the search text is undefined right now, you'll have search text that's undefined, .to lowercase, and you'll get an exception. So we need to kind of make a small validation right here that the search text is actually something before we start using it for searching inside our punchline. So we'll make an if statement right here. We'll say if the search text, the guy that we're getting in right here, is something. And let's also ask when we're in here anyway, if the search text has a length, has more than a single character. So we'll say if the length is above 0. That means that if there is a search text there, and it has at least one character, then I want to use that text to kind of filter the jokes and return the joke that was filtered right here. But else, if they do not have it, what do I want to return? I just want to return all jokes, right? I don't want to filter the jokes then. I just want to return all the jokes. So now we've fixed two issues. First of all, we've fixed it so that we are not going to explode anymore if we do not have a search text, if it's undefined. And the second thing is we're just going to return all jokes if we do not have a search text of any length, right? Let's try and see if this works now. Jumping back, putting in the search text police and removing it. There we go, we get all back. Trying to put back police and just remove them one by one now. And again, we get all back. So now we are back up and running. Now we have one more problem that I just want to fix this lesson. And that is when I jump in here and I jump back, the text will still be there. So let me just try and write police again. Jump in here, jump back. Notice the poll is still there, but we didn't do the filtering. So how do we actually fix this? Well, let's jump into the code. What I want to do is I want to start out by actually starting to store now the information about the search bar. Right now when I'm changing something, I'm getting the information, right? But I also want to store it in local variables. So I'll just use the ng model like we used before to kind of store the information whenever I change the input. So I'm going to have this guy right here, the ng model, and what I want to do is I just want to store the search text locally whenever I get a new text in there. So we're going to make a new property inside the TypeScript file. It's going to be of the type string right here, and that's just going to contain the search text at all time, right? Now I want to use this search text whenever I get back to my joke service. I want to go, when the Yon view will enter, I actually want to go and get the filtered jokes with the search text. So get filtered jokes right here with the search text. And I need this keyword. I know. There we go. So now, whenever I get back to the Yon view, if there is a search text inside the search bar right now, that'll be also in the search text right here in the model. And then hopefully that'll be passed down to the jokes filter. I'll get the right jokes back, and then I'll show them. So let's just try and see if this works. Jumping into the list of jokes, going to write police. Going to jump into this and jumping back, and now you'll see I'm only getting back the police joke again. So that fixed that one. And again, I know that maybe that was a bit tricky to understand, but it pretty much just means that you can use, you don't have to only use the event to store your information. You can also in a text bar or search bar actually gain the actual information into the search text all the time. It also means that if you don't want to use the event right here, you can just remove that now and actually instead use the search text inside your search function. So let's just inside the search function remove the event here as well, and then do a this dot search text here instead of actually getting the event's targets value. So this will do the exact same thing that we did before. Let's just try and actually see it's working. And let's write police again, go back and jump back, and it still runs. Everything is running. So there we go. Now you have a search text. See you in the next lesson where we'll probably have more fun. Bye bye.